What?
They heard you. Ooh, mama finna yell at you.
I'm gonna be laughing.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. And they'll still try and run for it. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play.
When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see with the defense. And the ball is out. And it's picked up by the... And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. From the start, but that's the risk as a quarterback that you take off for that football. You might fumble it, maybe he was going. First and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. As he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point. extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chris Jones, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Is the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback? They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Fielded at the 20. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a
Free kick out
score.
of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here with a second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic.
10 at their own 37. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. They'll try the left side. Gant, and a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That'll be a 6-yard pickup, and it leaves him with a 3rd and very long.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And some room to maneuver. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive. End zone, and the 2-point conversion is 6. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. So a hit, and the ball is out. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. running the counter with Mostert. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. Play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. Have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 2nd down, Gant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Gant shedding the tackle. Powers past him at midfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll try and run for it. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 186 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That will go for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. They'll keep it on the ground. Gant. Oh, nice move. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.